Good morning, Get Wrecked for Recovery crew. So it's day 79 of the Redeeming Eden Cycle Tour. RECT, Get Wrecked for Recovery. A 48-state, 4-year ride for addiction recovery awareness. Each day we pedal for someone who's passed away from addiction, and the whole end goal is to build a rehab. And this is state number 39, Nebraska. On the ride to RAGBRAI 2022. A 4,500-mile loop around the Midwest, Ohio to Erie Trail, Michigan's Upper Peninsula, Glacier National Park, Yellowstone National Park, the Cowboy Trail, and then east to RAGBRAI the last week of July, this month, just a few days from now. And it's all to raise awareness that addiction recovery options are available, that you don't have to die in your addiction. There's churches, Celebrate Recoveries, and rescue missions all over the nation, all over the world, that just want to help you, talk to you, and love you if you find yourself battling addiction. So it's 6 o'clock at night. We woke up this morning at the campground right through the trees over here and met with Courtney Crowder and her photographer, videographer, filmer, Kelsey. And so they kind of filmed us breaking down the camp, and then we went over and sat in a pavilion and we filmed like the whole interview of like for the stuff for the RAGBRAI documentary. And I was in such like focus mode on doing the stuff for their interview and their filming, I did not ever turn my camera on. I'd wanted to, totally forgot. Did not ever take a selfie with them, totally forgot, wanted to. Didn't get them to like say something like right here, you know, in the video, totally forgot. Texted her later and I was like, I cannot believe that I forgot all this stuff. She's like, it's all cool, we'll do it, you know, at RAGBRAI. It's coming up soon anyway, so. Just an awesome time. Courtney is a fabulous reporter, journalist. Like the way she asked the questions and like the way she led the different things that she wanted to know was just incredible. And there were several times like a car would come through and it would be a minute or two before we'd go back and I'd be like, okay, where were we? And she would just be like, nail exactly what I was talking about. You could tell that part of her journalism skills are listening, you know, and that's a really good skill to have just in general. But we had a great time this morning. So when that was finished up, Liam and I went to lunch. Then we went to Baumgar's and we got some like different stuff, like a new tube for his bike, some contact cement, some slime. I've got everything that I can possibly think of to get us farther down the road. Still don't think we're going to try the Cowboy Trail out just yet, but we'll see. I'm still trying to find like a Facebook site or anything, someone that knows like, don't ride these sections, ride these sections. But for now, yeah, there's not much else we can do but ride the highway. We've got 18 miles to go this evening. We spent 1 o'clock to 6 o'clock at the pool. They just closed it down, and so now, and by the way, super kind people here in Ainsworth. If I can find the water tower. Yeah, super kind people here in Ainsworth. Yesterday we got here like an hour before the pool closed and they let us in for free. Today, like, we had just been talking to all kinds of different people. When we walked in, they were like, y'all going back. Thank you so much, Ainsworth, Nebraska. City Pool, friends that we've met. We have met so many people today. We met people at the Baumgar's. Like, we met people at the restaurant. We've met people all over the place. Liam is just my social butterfly, you know. He's going out and just talking to all kinds of people every chance he gets. And it's so good. Anyway, we've got 18 miles to do. We still need to make it. What's the name of that town, Liam, that we're going to? To Bassett. It's 18 more miles down the highway. It does feel like we've got a tailwind. I'm not really sure because I can't remember which way the highway is going. I think we've got a tailwind. Either way, hopefully we do and we can knock that out. Right now we're gonna go get some food and then get on the road. And yeah, you'll see more of that right about now. All right, Alright, so we rolled in here to the local 20 restaurant, steakhouse restaurant. We had an appetizer plate, and I had a loaded baked potato. He had the mini corn dogs. But you see how low the sun is here? Like, it is 7:15.
It's so hot.
It is so hot. It's still over 100 degrees at 7:15 in the afternoon. We've got a tailwind, so we're going to kick it, but we are finally leaving town now. And it's been too hot. Like, even now, it's still really too hot to keep moving, but we have to. Like, we just have to. So we're going to get on the road now. Yeah, it's so hot. So here goes nothing. Well, that's it. 17 miles. This is literally where we're stopping for the day. We're in Bassett at their park. They've got horses over here, which I thought was pretty neat. We got here yesterday evening, watched the sunset. This morning the sun's coming up right over there. And yeah, they have a shower house. Like, that's the first city park we've seen with a shower that we've stopped at. But we made it exactly as far as we wanted to make it. There is some breakfast here in town. And we're going to try to beat that heat and get a morning ride today and then an evening ride later on tonight. But yeah, yesterday was awesome. Really had a great time with Courtney Crowder and Kelsey yesterday morning, doing the interview process. And then leaving there and going and hanging out at the pool. We had a great time there with all of the lifeguards. There's a lifeguard there named Eaton, interestingly enough, and there was another one named Aubrey. Liam was playing with all kinds of lifeguards. Like, he just was having a day with them, and they loved his just social nature, and it was a good time. It was a good time. During the day, a couple of different things happened. One thing was Clint Jameson from down at Adventure Earth Cycling in Mobile. If you're in Mobile, Alabama, and you need a bike shop guy, that's the guy to call. Like, I've not met a more genuine, caring person. Like, yesterday, I called him just to ask him what size Liam's tubes were on his bike. Because it's like a really odd, funky size, and I didn't want to get the wrong one. And he was like, man, I've been seeing what's going on with you. Let me overnight you some tire liners and some thorn-proof tubes and some valve stem adapters to get you from the Schrader to Presta. And I was like, okay, yeah, you just, let me know what I owe you. And he's like, no, I want to do this to help you. Like, I love what you're doing. I'm so glad you're getting to do it with your son. So I was just super thankful. Yeah, we got a Super 8 figured out in O'Neill that we were going to stay at tonight, that we're trying to make it to tonight. Not the hotel now, but that's where we were going to go. Got the address and everything figured out, and he called, and he said, you're so far out in the boonies that overnight takes 3 days. And I was like, really? He's like, yeah, I can't get anything to you before Monday. So we'll be closer down the road by then. And then on top of all that, Tracy Snyder and Michelle, who are going to be at RAGBRAI, who you saw from the Atlantic Coast Tour last year that rode with me in North Carolina, got me through Camp Lejeune. I was talking to him, and they have booked us at the Hampton Inn in Sioux City for 4 nights, like the 20th, 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. And just told him to let him know if that changes or anything. So we're now trying to make it to Sioux City by the 20th, so that Liam and I can literally just totally rest our bodies for 400 miles over 7 days. So that was a couple exciting things that happened yesterday. The store, Redeeming Eden store's almost up and running. And yeah, I'm tired, but we have got to beat this heat today. So I'm going to close out the video from yesterday here, and then after I've got everything packed up and all that kind of good stuff, later on we'll start day 80. Day 79 was a blast though. So if you know anybody who's passed away from addiction in any form or fashion, please drop their name in the comments or find me through the Popple link in the description, and I would love to ride for your person and celebrate their life with you for a day. If you know anybody who's actively addicted, anybody in general, please share this with them. Thank you so much, Get Wrecked for Recovery crew. Every one of you that is liking every video, commenting on every video, sharing every video, and those of you that are subscribed to the YouTube channel. The analytics love it. We do too, and who knows, it might save a life. Don't forget, Redeeming Eden is a non-profit ministry through International Gospel Outreach. That link is also in the Popple link. You can go there and find out more about Redeeming Eden and about the Cody Jordan Forever Funeral Fund, which is a fund I've started to help families that lose loved ones to addiction with paying funeral costs. So yeah, from here at the Bassett Fairgrounds and City Park in Bassett, Nebraska, with the sun coming up on another hot day. It was hot yesterday. We love you guys. Jesus loves you. We'll see you later. Have a good night.